I'm Randall Patala. I'm president of Strategic Direct Marketing in Nashville, Tennessee. We produce direct mail programs for financial institutions. That would be banks, credit unions, mortgage companies, all types of financial institutions. And we've been involved in color printing for direct mail for about the past 5 years.
My main responsibility is to oversee the printing, maintenance of the equipment, troubleshoot any problems that we encounter on a day-to-day basis.
The vast majority of what we produce is for direct mail, and these would be as letterhead documents where the client wants their logo or their picture or some call-out type. A lot of what we do is where they would want variable type information and they want us to highlight it, say with a yellow highlighter. And the RISO HC is perfect for that. You can drop in variable color anywhere you need it. That does a lot to get response up in the direct mail because people see what you want to point out. Their eye is drawn to it, and that's very effective use of color.
What we used to do is use a series of small Canon inkjet printers. They weren't high-speed printers. They weren't even really business printers.
They ended up being too slow for our needs, and the cost of operation and the hassle was just too much.
When the HC5000 came along, it was a godsend, really, because we had the one machine that could spit out 109 pages a minute and just replaced all of those in one shot.
I'd say the biggest change is our ability to produce color letters quickly. Our clients have a very short fuse. When a client says, I've got to get 10,000 units out by Friday, we can commit to that, knowing that we're not waiting on an outside lithographic printer. We know we can print the 10,000 in a blink of an eye here in our own facility and have the letterhead ready to go.
You know, huge output tray, sits there and just feeds paper through rapidly. You can send a job to it and walk away. It frees up my time because I do have a lot of other things to do and I can't sit in front of a printer and just babysit it all day long.
The RISO HC has a spool, and if we come back a week later, we can go back to that spool and reprint the job without having to resend it. So it's got a memory, and we kind of like that.
The HC5000 is a very reliable piece of equipment. We have almost no trouble with it as far as jamming or use. It's a very simple machine to operate.
Our one printer that has 2.8 million copies, we've had 3 service calls in the last year on that printer, and those were very minor events. My people are really happy that we can count on the dependability of the RISO HC without a lot of downtime, without a lot of waiting for repair people. We just put in the ink, put in the paper, and away it goes, and it's as simple as that. We see color printing as an additional revenue stream.
The main reason we started color was because we could upsell color. Color was, color sells itself, so it wasn't really it was a no-brainer.
One of the reasons we decided to get a second RISO HC was the return on investment. We figure everything using a dollar buyout lease. We'll lease these machines for a 4 or 5 year lease. So we figure our note is about $500–600 a month. So we look at it in terms of how many jobs will it take to pay for the lease. Typically, the first half of the first day of the month, we've paid for the lease on the machine. So it's pure gravy from that point on. So it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out, it doesn't take a lot of jobs to pay for the lease on these RISOs.
There was almost no cost involved for us in printing in the color, so just more money coming in. So we couldn't turn away from that kind of a opportunity.
People are paying 50 cents a flyer now down at the office product store. We're able to sell that for 15 cents a unit and still make a healthy profit. We don't make much per unit, but it all adds up very quickly. And with the high speed of the RISO HC, we're able to put a lot of printing through the shop quickly. We're a small company here at Strategic. There's just 10 of us. Our mission is not to have a lot of people employed on the payroll. Our mission is to get more volume out and make more profit with fewer people. One of the advantages the RISO HC has given us is the ability to produce high quantities of color printing without having a huge staff. One person can feed the machines with paper, can set up the jobs, print them, and get the jobs into production quickly. I'm in this business to make money, and I'm able to sell this to my client at a reasonable price, which ends up generating about a 60% profit margin for me above and beyond what I would normally make on that mailing. And every penny counts in direct mail. So the more units we put through, the more money we make. Well, some of the areas we see our business expanding with the Riso HC is in the area of churches, schools. A lot of these people love to use color, but they just simply can't afford it. The budgets don't allow for it. With the Riso HC, we can generate a newsletter that is 100% geared towards the demographic we're reaching. And we're not talking about custom plates or setup or doing variable multiple jobs. It's all one mail stream. It all goes out in one print batch with the Riso HC. A lot of times these clients will call us and say, well, how can I boost response to my mailing? And we tell them, well, your letter will be one of 10 or 15 that household will receive that day. You need to stand out in the mail so that what they receive from you causes their eye to jump and causes your mailing to stand out. So by using color on the letter, it makes people realize, hey, this is one I want to read. You have to get the mail open in order to get a response, and that is the challenge. They stand over the circular file and go piece by piece. If something causes them to pause for just a second, that's how you get it opened. And getting the letter opened is 90% of the battle. Color helps you get past that gatekeeper and get them to open the letter. The Riso HC allows us to print high-quality color, commercial quality color, that will get open, will get noticed, and causes the letter to stand out. I'm able to sell it at a good price to my end user, and then they can get the high response from the consumer. The service from Riso has been fantastic. They have come out, they brought in skilled people from around the country to help me out when I've had a technical problem.
There's no limit to how far they're going to go to, get the machine operating again if there is a problem.
The Riso people have been fabulous. I've talked to a lot of people around the country to find out what other shops like mine are doing, and they've been very open and honest, and we've been the same with them. I would recommend the Riso HC to other companies in the direct mail business simply because you know that you're going to have a low response rate. Not every single piece is going to be seen. You have to stand out against your competitors. Doing so in a cost-effective manner is the name of the game. So your mission as a direct marketer is to get it viewed, get it opened, get it read, and color helps you do that. And the advantage of the Riso HC is you're doing it at a low cost per unit.
For the cost of use and for the output that it does on a consistent basis day in and day out, there's nothing else out there on the market that compares to it.
We looked for a long time for a solution for our color printing needs, and the Riso HC fit our needs to a T because we have a very low cost of operation, very low maintenance, very quick turn on jobs, the ability to put out a good quality product and get it out the door quickly, please the clients, and generate more business.
You've got price, you've got reliability, you've got quality, you've got ease of use. I haven't seen anything else, and I look. It's not that I just went out and bought the HC and that's it. I'm stuck with it. I look at competition. I look at what else is out there, to improve our business, and nothing else stands up to it.